Welcome back to another Blue Lock video and another installment in our beginner series. Today I just want to go over optimizing training and going through on my second account how I would kind of pick my team, especially if I have not as many units or units that can fill out the recommended teams. First of all, what I would recommend, as I said in the previous video, is making these team decks for each type that you have. So I have one for tech, one for physical, or technique, physical, kick power, intelligence, and speed. So just have 5 decks, and you would basically use each of these decks for each of the 5 types. Now to start with tech, let's go ahead and check this out. As a beginner, the easiest way to go about it is match the same type as much as you can. So in this case, I've got technique. I have a physical, and that's important for when you're out of these technical units. And also, I would stop at 3-star, right? Don't look at the 2 stars or the 1 stars. 3 stars max, but let's just go back and okay, we've got these selected. When you fully select everyone of that same type, and actually, you'll notice here there's 2 Botcharas. You can only select one. So if you just go into this Botchara, he's got a constant technical boost of 3000, whereas this Botchara has a constant technical boost of 3600. That's why I would choose this Botchara over this Botchara. Also, I know this is a flow Botchara, right? He's got the flow card. Alright, now that you've selected your 3 units, and let's say you're in a similar position to me, where after selecting all my technical units, I don't really have any other units to select, right? So now what do you select? What's the 4th slot going to be? Basically, you'd start at the 4 stars. So start at the top. Automatically, it's filtered by rarity, so just your topmost units. From top to bottom up until the last 3 stars you have, you just go ahead and check him. And in this case, he's got a technical boost here. He also has a constant technical boost up of 3600, so that's why I selected this Raichi. If I went down to this Chiri, you'd notice he's got speed and kick power. And if you want to tell real quick, if you look at these icons, you'll know, okay, this is physical, this is dribbling. Again, that'll come with sort of knowledge of the game, but if you check this out, it does say dribbling training on this card. You can just kind of click through them. So like this is speed, kick power. He's all kick power. This is all speed, intelligence, and dribbling. So if you don't have the Raichi, you could try this Hiyori, right? Constant technical boost of 3000. Since I do have the Raichi, I'm going to stick with this team. Next, we go on to advisors. Honestly, just pick whatever you have. And let's say you have multiple, just pick the one that is best suited. So in this case, for this side, he's technical, and he's purely only technical. This Loki is purely speed. Again, if you do have, let's say, multiple advisors, just pick whichever one gives the biggest boost. And I haven't leveled up Loki, and I do know Sai is a bit newer, so he is better than Loki technically. But either way, just select whatever you have, and if you don't have any, that's fine. Just wait till you get an advisor, you can select it. Now for the support cards, it's very similar to the players. You would just basically select based on type, and as a beginner, this card right here, you get it for free. And this is actually great, and you should have it in your setup, especially as a beginner, because it boosts everything. So this one card you can use in all your setups until you can flesh out your current lineup and have a better team. So just note, this is a very good card, especially early on, and it'll only sort of phase out of your builds once you get better cards. Now, so for this is perfect because I haven't actually updated this since I summoned. Let's go ahead and scroll down. So we have a kick power here, we have a technical, we have an intelligence. If we scroll down, just look at your LR card and see if you can use it. If you do have an LR card, of course. I got lucky and I pulled it, but again, if you don't have it, it's totally fine. These guys give great boosts, and in this case, it's physical intelligence, so it's not technical, so I'll skip it for now. Now let's go over to this technical. This has a constant 3000% and technical boost of 250. Let me just go ahead and enhance this, and I will be using this in my setup. Let's go ahead and back out. Okay, let me just unlock this skill. And then let me back up. Back. And then just for this SSR card, let me put you instead. Now, this card, and the reason I have this set, which I will go over a little bit more for my next decks if I don't have other cards, but I did notice I do have a really good technical card here, so just to tell you why I have this kick power set, there's a value here, or an ability here, that you should always keep track of. If, let's say, you only have these 4 cards, okay? Just don't disregard everything below this. You just have these 4 cards. You have these 2 for obvious, or these 3 for obvious reasons. They all boost technical, right? They have that constant technical boost up. So these make sense. Now, if you don't have a 4th technical boost up, or whatever typing it is, go into your cards and see if it has a training ability of constant flow points earned up. That is very good for this current training. So having that is the next priority after filling out your technical sort of whatever typing you need. In this case, this also has constant flow points up, and this is actually the newest card. So for technical, this is actually really, really good. It's got constant flow and constant technical, making it one of the best cards you can run, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and train you up as well, because you are the other technical card, and this also has constant flow up because it's relatively new. Let me go ahead and unlock this ability, and this will replace that other Reen card that I showed, that kick power card. So let me go back and back. Did I click into this one? And let's select this card right here. So this is how I selected my entire technical lineup, and actually I did end up pulling some UREXs, but not a technical. So in this case, this is actually a good example. For these EX cards, none of these really fit the typing. So what I would kind of recommend is, let's say I'm training up this Rayo, right? He has a 420% technical boost and also a 262.5 physical boost. So because of that, and you'll notice all the other numbers are significantly lower, right? 183, 183, 183, then 262, and then 420. So technical is his main strat. So other than that, it's physical, and just because of that, I'm going to select this. And you'll notice it's level 1 because I haven't leveled it up, and I don't think I have. Oh, I do. Never mind. Let me hold off on that, though. But I would recommend just leveling up these as much as you can. I'm just going to hold off, because if I get a technical, and technical is my main team, I'm going to wait to level up that UREX card. Anyways, so with that out of the way, that's why I've selected this. And you do the same for any other unit. So like for this Botcher, let me just go back and check him. If you check him out, he's got 262 technical and then 157.5 intelligence. So you would just, in his case, if I was running Botcher, I would put the intelligence card there. Again, I got lucky, I pulled 4 of these UREXs. If you don't have it, just fill with whatever you have, because being able to fill out the slot is the best. So let's say if I only had this one, I would just select this, because you do get some special extra bonus here, which is very good. And it still does boost physical, right? Which helps for my Rayo. And even if it didn't boost anything, like in this case, technically speaking, I am building up technical, and all it boosts is physical. It's still nice to have this lecture rate up, let's say, or in this case, mainly the special extra bonus. And for the UREX specifically, this constant flow multiplier up, also very good. So over, let's say, this kick power, because this only really has a special extra bonus, and let's say I had a technical SSR version as well, I might still go for the UREXs just because of this constant flow. So just keep that in mind. If you do have a UREX, that will be best, just because you get the constant flow up. And that's kind of how I set up this team. Now, for the friend, what you want to do is kind of go for these 5 stars. And this is perfect because I do have a friend Sai here. And you want to just get as many of the highest rarity, and you'll notice by the 2 pink stars, right? This Sai I'd want to pick. If, let's say, you don't have the 5 star showing up, or in this case, I'm using him as a training player, and let's say Sai was not here, then you would look at basically the 1 star pink stars. So this Flow Sai is a very good option otherwise. And if you, let's say, you don't see the Flow Sai, this 3 star Nagi is also very good. Flow Sai is better though, so if you can get him, that's best. And yeah, you would just basically just pick ideally a level 150 unit here with at least 1 pink star, but ideally 2 pink stars. So that's kind of how you go about it, right? Now for this physical team, let me just go ahead and do the same thing here. So I have Botcher selected mainly here. Actually, this is also a good sort of thing to go over. I'm currently training Raichi, so I don't have Raichi in the lineup, but we have these three physicals because they work pretty well, right? They're physical. And you'll notice all these other units, if I quickly go through them. So Raichi, I'll be training, so I can't use him. This is speed, kick power. This is kick power. This is speed, intelligence, dribbling, speed, physical. All kick power, speed, kick power. This is technical intelligence, intelligence, kick power, speed. This is dribbling intelligence, speed, dribbling, kick power, dribbling, and kick power and speed. So I don't have a physical. The next best unit you can use is any of these characters that have a blue outline around them. They're also known as flow characters. So if you check this out, they generally have much higher bonuses. So if you don't have anyone that fits the criteria, in my case, it would be like this. Let me just swap you out for you. It's the last one that I have just as a fill slot. You want to put one of these like flow characters. Again, I will be training this Raichi, which is why I don't have him in my lineup, since you can't put the same character you're training. As shown here, right? I can't select this Rayo because I have him currently technically selected. I'm just showing you my physical lineup. Again, same thing here. Even though Loki's here, I'm just going to keep this side. And I do have a physical, which I have selected here. So let's keep it like that. Again, I'm using this because it's really good. I have these two cards set because, as I said, they give the flow. They give flow points. So it's very good. But let's double check because I might have gotten a physical card. I did. So there is this one, which is really good. This also gives flow, I believe. Yep. Let's go ahead and train this up. And I will be adding this to my lineup after I confirm this skill. Nice. 2% boost. All the newer cards have a percentage multiplier boost now for collection skill. Okay, so let me go ahead and swap you out. And just to make it clear, technically this is the best card, and then next is this. And then I have these two again for the same reason, having the constant flow points earned up. But here it is. We get to use this because it is physical. So let's go ahead and unlock this ability and get this. And we're actually going to put you instead here. And you'll notice just I picked this card because it has a physical, and also you'll notice great flow multiplier and a constant multiplier, as well as having physical boost up, right? A massive amount. So that's kind of why I selected this. And again, this is the off pick because I don't really have any other physical cards, and I really just want, wait, unless speed, intelligence, kick power, intelligence. This does have physical, but it does not have flow. So for that, I'm just going to keep this. So yeah, that's how I do physical. So for kick power, let's go ahead and see. I'll be training Nagi, so I can't use him. I do have this Chigiri, so he does give Blue Lockman boost. So let me go ahead and put him instead of you. And I do have Shido, so let me go ahead and put you as well. And select Ryusa Shido right here. And technically speaking, this Hiyori is better. He released a bit later, but I think it's the same stats. 90% grade 8. 90% grade 2. Yeah, so he is better, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick him. And that'll do it for that. Let's go in here. This is still intelligence and physical. Any other kick power? I do have this with constant flow, which is very good. You do have kick power, so I'll slot you in here. And we have kick power, the OriX set here. So there it is. That's my kick power team for intelligence. Just so I have it ready, let me go ahead and slot you in here. I do have a few other intelligence cards. This is a great one as well. This one released somewhat recently. Let's go ahead and select you here. This one does not have flow, which is fine though, because we do still get intelligence. So let me go ahead and slot you in right there. And then I guess we could slot you in but flow might be better. 180 flow. Yeah, I think flow is better, so let's go ahead and slot that in here. Flow is better, and this one does give the highest right now at 180, so I'm going to keep that for intelligence. We have IQ set here, which is great, and let's go ahead and do our players. So I'll be training, I believe, Hiyori. So we have you that gives intelligence, you also give intelligence, you give intelligence. You were picked because you were flow. But yeah, that'll do it for my intelligence team. Again, this is not even optimal, but these guys still boost intelligence, right? So even if they don't have the intelligence, they still boost intelligence. I'll keep Sai picked here. They're all my cards. And the final one, speed. This time, since I do have Loki, let me level him up, because he would be better for my speed team. Let's go ahead and select that. And then for speed, I have all these guys selected. I will be training Chigiri. Let me instead, though, I do have Yukimiya and Reen. So let me go ahead and level them up. Cool. Let's go back and select both Reen and Yukimiya in my team. Let's, instead of you, select you. And instead of you, select Yukimiya. And again, this looks great because it's all speed units. We got a speed advisor. We got the speed UR EX card, and now all that's left is to put more speed cards, and I do have this one. And this will replace the Henri card that was there. Instead of this one, I might put a flow card instead. So let's go ahead and select you, because you're actually a better flow card. So that'll basically do it. I have the rest of my team set up. This is how you optimize your teams. Make sure you have 5 separate decks for each of your 5 teams. Go through it. Again, I might have been a bit inconsistent and might have preferred, let's say, flow over having an intelligence card, but you kind of would just match the typing as much as you can, and if you can't, fill it out with flow, right? And the same kind of goes for your players here, but just click into them, look if they have the relevant boost. So I'm looking for intelligence here. There is intelligence, right? Constant intelligence here as well. So just go ahead and click into your players, see what they boost, what boost they provide. Your advisors, just select whichever you have, and if you have a best in slot, that's great. In this case, I don't, so just pick whatever you have. And if you don't, that's fine. Just wait till you pull them. And for the extra sport cards, make sure you prioritize your URs because they have that constant flow up multiplier. If you want to try and test it out yourself, so instead of this card, let's say, you could put this one in. You get the constant P boost 3600. But in my personal experience, especially if it's an LR card, getting that extra flow up and especially the flow multiplier will be better. And that's why this LR card is pretty good. And for this one, you're still getting constant flow up of 180, which is also very good. Hence why I have still selected this over the 3600. But that being said, you don't want to fill everything out with flow cards. You want to at least have 1 or even 2 speed dedicated cards, in this case speed. But of your typing, you don't want to go full into having that flow up, right? So in this case, I do have 2 dedicated physical cards, free to play physical card, and then I have the flow up. But you want to make sure you have the recommended typings, at least 2. In this case, this one is physical, right? So I'm still getting that boost. Kick power, I have 3 here, 4 technically, because this is also boosting kick power. And then here we have 1 flow card, and here, because it's an LR, we have it set as 2 flow cards. Well, that'll do it for this video. If you have further questions, please let me know. But I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.